Hey everyone, I'm just out running in one of the hundreds of rainforests in the foothills of Mount Kilimanjaro, and as you can see I just ran across two owls, and a lot of you will know, I'm sure a lot of you will know that I commune with nature and spirit a lot. It's my goal in life, is to ensure that I have that connection. My camera cut out, so I take moments like that with the owls as a sign from spirit. Yeah, I just see it that way, as a nudge to say, yeah, we're with you. Yeah, we're with you on this journey. And I've spoke in my other videos about my metaphysical journey, my spiritual journey, following signs and such things to wind up where I am in life, here in the foothills of Mount Kilimanjaro, running around a rainforest. And I know how lucky I am. I know that. I remember what it was like to be back in the Western system. I remember how empty it felt, and I'm grateful every day that I'm where I am. I'm truly, deeply grateful. But people keep asking me for advice on how to do it. And the first thing is, I can see by the way they're asking, is they haven't got the mindset correct. Because if you want to do something in life, you do it. You don't... What's going on when you're asking someone? What you're looking for is someone to say it's going to be okay if you go out there and try. But I can't tell you that, because that's not how life works, yeah? We're all on a rock floating in space doing 40,000 miles an hour and nobody's driving. Control's an illusion. You can't have control. It's in the hands of something we don't understand, and it's the same lower down within your life. So when you're wondering about stepping outside of society, you need to step outside of society with your mind engaged in the present moment and nothing else. Sorry, the owl just flew by. You can't step out of society wondering what will happen a year down the line, even a week down the line, even an hour down the line. You have to step out of society being so tuned into the present moment that when whatever does come to you, none of your being is wasted on the future or the past, because they're illusory. You only have now. And if you're wasting your energy worrying and fearing things that might go on in the past, or trying to plan so as you've got control of the events that come to you, it won't work. It won't work. Of course you can plan the future a little bit. We all have to do that. We have to set intentions, you know. I had to set an intention and buy a flight and stuff to come here. But within the way I am as a person, within my being, I couldn't allow my brain to say, okay, so in a month's time I have this, in 2 months this, and you can't do it. You've just got to step out there and have a level of faith, a trust that, sorry, there's an animal. I'm not sure what it was. I was worried it's a snake because I mixed the river. You've got to have trust that it's going to be okay, yeah? Faith. You've got to have faith in something you can't see. And that's how you do it. First, you go inside and you make yourself 100% congruent and fluent with your present moment. You make yourself a being that lives in the now, yeah? To use the words of Alan Watts, life is like music. You don't want to get somewhere. You don't want your mind to get to the end of the song. You just want to tune in and enjoy it, or tune in and be able to absorb it all as much as you can, and that's how life works. If you're going to be an effective human being, every moment that comes to you, you have to be present and you have to be ready. You can't be planning. You can't be wondering, what about next year? What if this doesn't work out? What if that doesn't work out? You've got to have an element of stubbornness about you and say, it's going to work out. I'm going to make it work. But you also have to have an element of faith and know that it's not just you, that something will work with you, as long as you're working towards the correct goals, that is. You know, if you're trying to help others, the universe will help you. And the thing is as well, what people don't realise is I say I'm completely dependent on God, on the universe. And to give an example, last year I was getting money donations from friends and family after all of my money had gone here to pay for my food and my permits. And I needed things like clothing, but I was wearing things until they were threadbare, yeah? And my shoes and stuff were falling apart. And I wouldn't spend the money on shoes and things. I wouldn't do it. I was like, no, this money is given to me to help this community. And some people around me are barefoot. I can't go and buy shoes and clothes for myself, you know. This is for them. Not when there's someone hungry around you, someone needs medical care, homeless people. You know, I refused. I was like, I'm not spending the money on stuff like that. And my family sent me a flight to go and see my nephew, who I've only seen 2 times. The second time I spent a little bit of time with him because I was home at Christmas for 2 weeks. And I had no money for a flight. They knew this, so my parents saved up and they sent the money, and I flew home. And when I got there, my bags weren't there. They didn't come off the plane. And they'd gone missing in Tanzania. So I lost everything, all my clothing, my shoes, the lot. And KLM gave me just short of £1,000 to replace my clothing and my shoes. So the universe answered me, but in its own way. So it heard what I needed, and it knew that I didn't know how, so I just left it at that. This is what I need, what do I do? And it solved the problem in its own way for me, yeah. So this is how it works. You've got to have faith, yeah. You've got to have faith, and you've got to stick it out. You've got to wait and put some trust in the fact that that's how it's going to pan out. And that is how it panned out for me. So yeah, if you want to live a life outside of society, you need to tune in and connect with the present moment, with spirit, with the now, with your natural senses, your intuition and stuff like this. Stuff that we've separated from living in the Western culture, yeah? And when you can do that, then this journey that I'm on, the way I live, building a tribal community that's based on sharing and equality to support the most vulnerable members here, it kind of becomes a different way of life altogether. Because yes, I have to worry about what's coming in, but at the same time, I have a newfound sorry, I need to put that light on. I have a newfound aspect of myself that I didn't have when I was back in the West wondering how to do this. So if you just step out, you'll find that yourself. It'll come to you because it's inside all of us. We all have that. We all have that connection. It's just lost because Western life takes it away from you, because you atrophy it, because you've got no reason to use it, because you know what's coming around every corner pretty much each day. We have such a rigid routine. So the pursuit of comfort has stolen a lot of human gifts from us in the West, I dare say. A lot of natural gifts that have long since forgotten, like intuition and intuitive abilities. So yeah, if you want to step outside of society, first of all, learn how to be present. And when you're present, set your intention on what, and don't worry about how. And once you've trained yourself to do that, the world will start responding to you. The universe, reality, God. This is how it was for me, so it's the only advice I can give. So, yeah. Okay, I'm going to get off. I haven't got my torch. I've got the light on my camera, but I don't have my torch, so I need to get back. I'm quite far away from home where I am, so I do this a lot. It's because I was mesmerised by those owls, yeah. Okay. Bye, girl. He was coming for